Hello everyone, welcome back to my Anno 1800 video series. In this episode we are visiting my old capital in the old world, the city where it all began, a couple of years ago now. So here I started playing this map with the idea to make a big beauty build, to see how big I could, uh, like how far and how big I could go with the game. Um, and through the multiple stages of building, this eventually ended up being a full population island with a few mines and maybe bricks and the oil that I still make, but otherwise nothing is being produced here. It's purely for population. Um, to get enough workforce and influence um, for to continue in the game. So let's visit this island. I chose for the mountains, the rivers, and again a little challenge. Um, I wanted to build a city with a lot of bridges, lots of trees, a really enjoyable city to live in. Um, and also a nice capital for my empire. Before I knew that we would get this massive island, this was what we had to work with. So I gonna give you a tour now. uh, I put some effort in this to make it a lot nicer, because for a while I like more or less like forgot about, not forgot, but it was like meant to serve for workforce, not really my main concern anymore. But now it looks quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. So enjoy the tour. Um, this is the view that you are greeted with when you are visiting the town. So you get a nice again, some alignments here. This main street is aligned through the pier for visitors and goes all the way to the bank, the still one of the like main forces behind the scenes, the banks. And there's also the road to the World Fair and some other areas that are nice in the city. Um, this is the area that I made for, let's call it, for yachts for the wealthy people, some like military ships as decoration for tourists, and just like a private harbor. Maybe I should put this. These ships are on a patrol, so I align them normally really nice, but I see this one should be a little bit straighter. But hey, forgive me. I it will has to. Yeah, sorry for my English as well. I'm not really. I'm from Belgium, so my I don't speak English as like a natural language, or I don't know how to call it. So I'm just doing my best. So here, like I said, it's the area where people come in the evening or during the day to have a walk, to look at the nice ships, to have a drink, to have some food. Here I put an like going out area with some drinks, some tables. Um, I try to make this area look as realistic as possible. So close to the harbor, you also have the fire department. We have a train station, so visitors can take the train and go explore the city. Uh, Also for goods and for everybody basically. We have a little waiting area with a clock. Let's maybe even show the ground view. So let's come up. So here we have the nice harbor. We see like ships around. When we arrive, we can take the train. I put a little clock here, a ticket booth, some nice benches. And while you arrive straight, you see the power of the Empire with a massive warship. Nice sea views everywhere. Let's go for a little stroll here. So yeah, I just try to make it look as realistic as possible. People like to go to the ocean. There needs to be lots of benches, some lights. Um, People need a drink. People need to also know where they are going. So we have some street maps, some vending stalls for get your newspapers, so send some postcards back home. Also a little boat if you want to have a little, you can buy a ticket to rent a little boat to explore a little bit. And yeah, like I said before, some yachts, or at least I see them as yachts for the rich people. And yeah, just a nice harbor area with view of the mountains. I really enjoy it. And this is like a little private pool with a little for the investors that have like a beachfront house. So yeah, let's continue walking a little bit like this. Quite enjoy it actually. That like I said it before, but this is possible. Like for me, is it makes the whole beauty building so much nicer to see the impact of what you have done to how it would look like. Like look at this World Fair sticking out, the fireworks going off. Like it's like to me it looks like it is a bustling city. So here we have the main street going through the city or going towards the city center, and let's go back for a little flying around. Also the toilet, of course, when you exit the train, some telephone, and straight a place to go to get some culture or to go to a party. And so yeah, let's go fly again. Go out of this. Whoop. Back to the sky view. So let's do a little flyover again of the harbor. A beautiful harbor, in my eyes, my opinion. And then we get to the main boulevard. So this is the main, yeah, boulevard going through the city, but mostly all my streets are pretty impressive with sea to sea view. Um, yeah, I like this. So we keep continuing and we get to the first bridge of my island. I think there's 26, 27 bridges in total. Um, it's a challenge. I like these rivers. I like to. It's what how cities originally all built next to rivers to get a fresh supply of water. Uh, Water is life. Without it, nothing would be possible. So to celebrate this, I make sure there's nice green areas so where people can go walk, have a little seat on a bench, enjoy the views. Um, yeah, just have a nice time. And again, we keep walking. Here, there's another big, the main street. This goes towards the investors uh, area. So the city is divided through rivers. This side of the river has my investor population. The side where I'm at now is the engineers, and there is a little bit further another separation that does the artisans who have their own little area. Technically also realistic because rich people live with together with the rich, the poor with the poor. So let's just keep it real. And also while we're here, a little extra mention to the resident of the king. I made a little side pool and yeah, little area also on the river with a nice view of the city to the World Fair and plenty of other things to explore. So let's just continue here to the main boulevard. And here, let's maybe go back for a little walk. We arrive through the yeah, big square that interconnects some of my areas. So here we are coming straight from the harbor. Also, look at this harbor all the way down there. It's so big for a medium-sized city. And we get to the yeah, the square. Some lots of busyness and beer and ice, really important. It gets moved around. We have people driving the little cars. I also really enjoyed the seeing the scooters. One of the lifestyle needs is scooters, so I gave it to, I think it's the artisans who have it. So sometimes you actually see a scooter moving by. It's yeah, for me amazing. So here we get to the big, where all the yeah, the, I don't know how to call it, the big place, let's call it just the big place that interconnects the harbor, the World Fair, the bank, and the more trade and business area behind that, and also the link towards the investor area down that way. But first of all, let's go to the World Fair. Here, the World Fair has been designed together with the zoo. So here, when we go to the World Fair, on the way to our, like, yeah, um, whatever is going on in there, we are seeing some rare animals, some black panthers, some white panthers. So around the World Fair, I basically put some rare animals to boost up my attractiveness. Um, and yeah, put some spotlights. Later on, we will have a night view as well. At night, the city looks also pretty nice. And yeah, like the World Fair with animals, some bears, some rare elks. And let's continue. So here we also see my post buses. So we have in this city, the regional, the local, and the overseas mail is all satisfied. Also, basic, luxury, and all the lifestyle needs for all population. The only thing that I didn't do was build all the department stores that would be necessary to fulfill the Iron Tower needs fully. It just didn't make sense to build so many department stores for nothing just to do this. I didn't want to, like, yeah, butcher my city basically. So let's continue. I made a quite big deal of the World Fair because it's some way it's the main attraction. I For such a big building, if you compare it to a normal house, that must fit like a couple of thousand people. So these people can come over all the city with a train. So here behind this area with drinks, food, yeah, like all these people here need to get fed too. So here they have their place to get food, drinks, anything they want, anything they need. We have some benches. It's yeah, a very big area with yeah, everything you would basically need. Like we have sandwiches, like yeah, everything. Seating, shade, lights, water, fountains. They're spoiled, my people. So here we get through the train station. Let's maybe do this from a different view. So here we get to the train station that serves my World Fair. I chose to make it a pretty big one. So we got yeah, as normal train stations, they need a clock. We got toilets on both uh, exits and entrances. Um, we have some seating, plenty of seating actually for people. And also at the beach, I put a little yeah, fun fair. So people, they come, the whole family is happily basically. They come with a train, they have food, drinks, they have a fun fair, entertainment, a world fair. That's the zoo. Um, Everything is like nicely bundled together to, yeah, make it the hotspot of the island. Um, and also, yeah, pretty realistic. Here we have the high flyer, um, with then a nice view of. Let's go back. Um, you can go in there, right? I don't. As far as I know. So here the idea I had is to, when you visit the yeah, this fair. Okay, were you not able to? Ah, okay, I thought so. So let's go for a ride. So here the idea was, but sadly there's this guy now in the way, to have a nice view over the city and the harbor when you are visiting as a tourist. So let's go up. Let's go up. And yeah, so we have the harbor. On that side, also a harbor with my ships patrolling. Okay, now the nice view is coming up. So yeah, like the zoo. Um, yeah, where I think we people would put this type of wheel, to have a look over everything, to wave to your family downstairs who are eating classics. So let's go out of this. Um, so we go back and fly around a little bit. I also noticed that my population dipped below 1 million again. Um, I noticed that for some reason I cannot get my trains working correctly on the Cape, the Big Island. Um, it's just so big, and I tried so many things, and still the power just falls down. So it keeps losing population, goes back up. So now I'm starting to build more gas. Oh, whoops, sorry for that. Building more gas plants to yeah, have a more steady, constant supply of power, to not have the outages anymore. But that's for another time. So here um we are. Let's leave the World Fair and follow the train this time. So this is a little bit my yeah, industrial area. We're going to the harbor, and I moved my oil rig here and made like a little. The oil rig has a little private train station, some oil barrels. Yeah, to look at a little bit more interesting, basically. Industrial, like trucks could come, get unloaded, offloaded with new oil barrels. Uh, so let's continue. Here I put some of the clay to the side, so the clay gets dug up, a little industrial area. It gets stored here on piles, and the crane can also, yeah, move it or unmove it away. Here is also the brick production, and let's maybe also enjoy a nice alignment while we're here. Again, I really like these lines, long streets. The city looks like substantial, like look at all these houses. I really like the look of it. And yeah, so we are entering the harbor. Um, I like to make it look as realistic as possible, so enough streets, lots of lights. Yeah, train stations, loading decks, unloading decks, uh, everything as yeah, again, realistic as possible. We have a shipyard here, a little train station again too, because these people also need to move around. The bricks and the clay can be moved on the trains. People can go to their jobs. Also an area for the coal, for oil for the trains, water. Yeah, a general functional area basically. Let's go a little bit this way. Um, I like the ships so they don't flow into each other, so they have like a little harbor here where there are also extra cranes going on, loading, unloading, these little boats going, a little backup, little ferries stored here. Some of the piers, as you see here, this is an upgraded one, so the main pier, yeah, upgraded. Um, and as you see, for like around 1 million population, I really don't need even the docklands. There's enough space if you organize your trade rounds in an efficient and organized manner. You can do a lot with not so many harbors and docks to trade with. So here again, just cranes, streets, um, as it should be. You know, the trucks can go around, the trucks can move to every dock, they can go to the piers, there's access, there's no bottlenecks, storage, light, space. This is the one thing that, to me, I don't like this, but I want to keep my lights, but it's not so nice. Maybe eventually I actually changed it. Um, that's also why I don't like the docklands and to squeeze all these things in it. Just look at the city. This is the other entrance for the ships who trade. Again, an alignment on the bank. So this is the main street. If you follow it behind the bank, this goes all the way to the harbor. Let's do a quick flyby to the bank where the money gets hustled. And this goes all the way down there. So let's return to the harbor. And yeah, parties everywhere in my city. Trees everywhere, green everywhere. It needs to be livable. Um, and in my opinion, this is a livable city again. Trees, um, yeah, green, places for kids to play in the grass. We have some theater with some billboards, signs, lights. Oh, looks like the church just finished too. Oh yes. Look at the priest there going home. Would he go to the pub maybe? Oh shit, we got to the graveyard. Okay, let's go out of here before we get nightmares. Hey priest, where are you going? Oh, he looks a little bit. He fell flat on his face. Shoot. So yeah, like, look, this is then the view, you know, we come out of the church, there's a bank there, there's fireworks on the distance, there's benches, there's lights, there is little decorations. Again, the essentials getting moved around. Select bottle beer. What a luxury. And people having chats. There's some sea view, some harbor activity going on. Yeah, I like these bustling cities. Carts get moved. So let's go back to the harbor where some airships are docking. Let's go fly again. Okay, so let's go a little bit closer. Yes. So here we have the airship platform, and let's maybe show this as well. Everything is running smoothly. I still, these plus ones, they don't always make sense because it's like crammed full and it says -1, but um, this I sent to the wrong island, so that was a little screw up of mine, and I don't know how to get rid of them, so they're just there. But yeah, these people, this island got their post, got all these needs, and all the lifestyle needs as well from the new world. So that's for the engineers. Oh, this one should maybe, yeah, but again, sometimes I make the decision. Here the bank is like, it's normal, so it's acceptable. But again, everything is fulfilled. And we get to the lifestyle needs as investors too, everything. And if we do a quick view to here, again, if we go everything satisfied. The only thing that I don't do is I'm not gonna build all these department stores just to fill up this. It would literally like screw up my whole island. So I chose not to do this because it doesn't make sense. So let's go back to the harbor. So here we were at the harbor area where we have I call it the Maritime University. So I came from a city close to the ocean, and there you have the school for like captains and yeah, working on ships. So this is my nautical themed school. And now that I actually remember, there is there not like a harbor chain or something like that? Um, is there not a harbor? Because that would actually fit very well here. Yes. Okay, so now a live beauty building. So suddenly these ideas pop in my head. Boom. This is the Maritime School, renowned through the empire, the old world base of knowledge and tactics. So here then we have like a mini city center, let's call it, with the school, the church, um, the theater. We have the hospital, a school. Here yeah, if I need to upgrade a building, I can put it here, build it here, and everything is actually close by. Power. We have a little market here as well, and close to the school, we have some sandwiches and also like a separate market. This is like the big harbor market where they sell fish, and so you need quite a lot of space. So we have a little, yeah, nice area here as well. Let's go maybe in fly over mode for this again. And yeah, like tables, chairs, lights, a little covered market connected to yeah the goods that get moved around through the airships, the luxury goods or whatever, the post, so people can arrive, they can walk on the way out through the shops like they do in the airports. They force you through the customs. And yeah, here again, the a harbor, people come out of their commutes. There is a little train station to step off here as well. A little covered one there. Toilets, a waiting area, a clock, telephone calls, a street map as well. Like, again, I try to, yeah, make it as nice, realistic as possible, and just by thinking about what people need, it all makes sense basically. So here I made a little extension of the yeah, stuffs get moved around. The crane puts them on the platform. On the platform, trucks can come and load, unload. The heavy stuff can get put on trucks here with the driving assistance. And yeah, we got a bustling harbor here as well, some cranes, some good storage, and there's a little supply of ships that are ready for purpose to the side. And yeah, my ocean, big oceans in all directions. There's trade and ships going, plenty of ships. So let's go back here. So yeah, we do a little flyover again here of the harbor. But yeah, a bustling harbor. Just people moving about, doing their jobs. And let's continue. So here, let's follow back the main street. We are going around the bank to the investors. And these are like the tiny streets. For me, they look tiny. It's like yeah, the old town. A lot of old cities are narrow roads. We're not really made for like double lanes and big buses and trucks. So this is my view on this. So we pass back again the square here and arrive at the big promenade coming from the harbor. So let's go now to the investors. So here again we have um, the bridge to go to the investors with a little train station. There's basically consistently over the whole city on every place that there would be in a harbor, sorry, excuse me, a train station, there is one. And every train station basically got a toilet, a clock, seating space, and a telephone booth as standard. Um, so here we got the drop-off point to go for the king. We have the main service street, I call them, with the theater, another university, the school, the church, storehouses, hospitals. It's like the main, yeah, service street that ends up. Again, we have a little train station here, and then let's call it like party area. So at the ocean, you are greeted here. Oh, with the place where people go out for a good time, for a drink. So again, the alignments and this is a little bit wider street. We have the line, some culture, and we arrive on a big area full of people, full of tables, chairs, and nice views. You can come here, enjoy a show, enjoy a drink, have a nice view over the harbor, over the ships moving around. Look at all those ships. It's insane. We have some viewpoints, tables, lights, flowers, like everything you would need. It's quite a busy street here. I think this comes actually from the New World. It's a New World access lane. Yeah, just constantly a line of ships. And again, the view of the harbor with the Ferris wheel in the distance. Look at this little boat. It's beautiful. And yeah, just going out, enjoying the views. Oh, look at this balloon going there. Yeah, portraits get painted with the view on the background, balloons, some music. Yeah, like a general good time. Oh, somebody fell in love here. Soren. So yeah, let's go back, fly around a little bit. So let's get my bearings. We're close to the mine here. Let's stay a little bit high up. So we moved from the harbor to the World Fair, went all the way to the other side, and here we come to the calm investor streets. Yeah, except then this little going out area for the investors, where there is also a little market extension with sweets, a like nice nighttime area, where you can drop your kids off at school, have a drink, and then afterwards you can go pray for forgiveness for all your sins you committed over over the day. And yeah, let's keep going. The mine is nice and busy, extracting some ore. So yeah, let's continue. So here we come to a little private swimming pool estate from the investors, connected to another train station for the investor area, where people can also take the train to go to the theater, the school, university. We have the bank in the distance as well. Now, looking at these two houses, I would like actually remove them and put some little park in the place there, because looking at this now, it doesn't really make sense anymore. So while I beauty build, I basically keep deleting houses on things I don't like, so I then later like build a little bit more city somewhere else to pop my population up. Um, but here, yeah, we have like a nice area in the harbor. Train station. I keep messing up train station and harbor. A little industrial area for getting the goods off the train. And let's maybe go here first. So here, train station. Again, waiting area, sitting. Also some food and drinks. And a nice yeah, view again here. Look at this. You see the ship sticking out. Like from a lot of distances, people would actually see the World Fair from their house, or at least from the roof terrace in that direction. But people can, yeah, go on a little boat tour, and let's keep going. The theater, the school. We get to the bank, and also the town hall has a little standard. I basically put this setup for the town halls. Um, with the lights and a little green around it. We have the bank with some columns, some lights as well, and the iron tower, nice and majestic, the center of the investors area with a nice fountain, busy streets with lights all the way to the World Fair, people moving about, driving about. It's beautiful. And here there's also the private pool of the iron tower, with also the members club, especially for the iron tower residents. And yeah, it's just beautiful. Look at these houses. I really think the game, well done, really, seriously. um it's better than we thought, except imagine you would have ground based combat, and you have your old soldiers, like you could put on little waypoints parading through the streets. Like, the fact that they don't have ground combat was for me, I like the game because it's so good, I can forgive it. But from playing Anno 1604 and 1503, just the whole dynamic with protecting your coast and the towers, and just the anxiety, or like the feeling like stress from shit, I need to close my islands, put towers, by not having this, yeah, it just changed the game. um, I just liked to have, the fact that you could only have a big army as a reward after doing all this work and having a good economy. Um, yeah, I understand it would make the game like maybe a bit more difficult, or I don't know, but after like all these seasons and all the effort, um, yeah, it's just a missed opportunity because not only this could be has been a city builder, it could have been like the most extreme um real-time strategy city builder game ever, you know, like if you like just the fact that this city could get completely wiped out building per building, and you could cause fires, and you could, you know, cut off like suit, you know, like everything is just so, yeah. um I really would like to be able to enjoy my enemy's island building by building like back in the days, and like think of strategies to do this. But yeah, let's not dwell on what was not and continue on what is. So yeah, let's just go continue further. So yeah, basically here, long streets everywhere, trees everywhere, city lights as much as possible to not make it too much. Like these four in some way is maybe a bit too much, but yeah, to put one on each side for me is just I need things aligned. It's my thing. Otherwise, it doesn't work for me. And yeah, again, like little parks here wherever possible. Whenever I see a possibility to add something like here on the power station, there is a little train access to. We put a little house of storage for the oil. Um, yeah, look at this train moving about. Really nice. So plenty of culture. And here again, I found a little space, so that's this theater next to the police and the fire department. So the police has here their little setup. There's like some drinks too. Um, it's the most secure place to go drinking in the whole city, with police and fire department on one side. Plus, again, you can take the train and go back home or to the World Fair if you fancy some games. And here we have a little boulevard going through another university with a little, again, people also need to get here, so train station. I made a little park here so people can, yeah, have a little chill if they come from school. It's a pretty fancy school because it has a swimming pool around it. Um, yeah, pretty nice school on the edge of the city. So here we have a little storage, nice harbor, a little harbor, side harbor, and the access for the workforce. So people arriving in the city come here on this really, let's call it, um, um, I cannot find the English word. The discrete, that is the word I was looking for. The discrete entrance for the workforce. So they can arrive, they have a hospital. When they don't feel well, they can straight get a note to stay at home. And yeah, have a little park arriving, some benches. It's still a nice little harbor area. Yeah, where the city gets supplied from the side. And so let's continue our, and this is the long street that comes all the way from the harbor to another harbor. Nice access. Here also nice, these two billboards on the side. I really like these details. And here we got a little private swimming pool on the mountain view where the investors can go have some hiking trails and go also to some secret beaches somewhere. Here hidden away we have a nice little mine setup. walled off, so the investors can also like not really get interrupted too much from the work, but the economy needs to flow, so there's no escaping. They got a nice discount though for the noise. So let's go further over the hill, passing yet another train station for access to this part of the city, with a little train station house, the nice lights. Oh, I so much enjoyed putting these lights um, around, and really nice additions. And again, let's have a little alignment views. So nice long streets going through the World Fair. A nice, now there's no mountain. Okay, here a little bit. So this again, nice alignment towards this one. And yeah, it makes like sense in my eyes. So it's blocks again, in my opinion, as it would be in reality. And here a little area, and I don't really remember why I didn't put another house here. There must have been something wrong with it. I don't remember, maybe I just put another house here. Bizarre. Okay, but that's for another time. But then here we have the edge of the alignment, where you see in the distance still the funfair. And here we go to the artisan area. So on along the river we have these benches. This is the city of many bridges. So one after the other, bridge after bridge, to keep the city nicely connected. Also nice statues going through the bridges wherever possible. We have here, before I go to the artisans, also a little going out area for the investors with a swimming pool, little bar, pub on the river, looking over the rest of the city. Yeah, I guess you can also swim in the river too when it's really hot. So let's move on the way to the artisans. And here again, trees, schools, little parks, apple trees, little bridges. We have here the train station, um, waiting areas, seating, again like the toilet telephone combination, a little benches all along the river basically. And let's continue the river because actually it's pretty nice. So yeah, let's just follow this way. So here again, a little area with the church, the theater, little fountains, the electricity buzzing in the distance. We have a little area with a mine, some construction going on also as well. And yeah, just a general bustling city. The cranes get moved around, trains come and go. And here also the waterfall. A nice green city. Beautiful. And let's continue through the city streets. So here we then eventually get to the city, the artisan central party hub. I like a good party. So here we have the main street for the artisans. Oh, look, the scooters from the New World. All brand new, imported. Look at this happy artisan buzzing around on his nice scooter. Yeah, can I drive I can drive the scooter as well. Amazing. Bwah, bwah. So let's just maybe buzz around on the scooter here. So this is the main street. We have a marketplace, fruits, vegetables. Oh, somebody did some drifting here. That's a crazy ride. So newspapers, fish, meat, and everything you need basically. Cheese, vegetables, sandwiches. Basically any vending thing that I could possibly I put down here. Um, the scooter makes things go a bit slow though. Let's get off the scooter. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That is uncontrollable. Or maybe there's so much people going here. Look at this dirt. I never noticed this. Cool. Um, so yeah, cranes moving, coming and going. Some stones, earth get moved. So like it makes a normal mine look a lot more realistic. And yeah, nice to look at. Look at this whole the kids playing, people buzzing around, markets, vegetables. Um, yeah, a little area, and then here we get to the bridge. Let's look at this from this side. Drinks on the river, lights, benches, like a nice area. And yeah, in general, the artisans are all pretty happy. Yeah, another scooter there. That's so nice, the game. So people can sit sadly still. The color you see of the benches is the best match I could do. When you zoom out, you don't see it that much. Also, you will notice that these tiles, the whole city was built with these trees on this color, and I got used to seeing it. Maybe eventually I switch it to the more matching color, but for the moment I'm still quite happy. Look at this. Just a big, nice, chunky city. Full of houses, full of people. The river. Okay, let's not dwell too much. Time is moving on, almost an hour. So let's maybe show then this here. We go for a walk, and I made myself a quite substantial botanical garden here. Uh, Botanical garden slash museum combination. So let's go visit the botanical garden. And we're not alone. Oh, is this possible? No. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, nice. So here I made a big botanical garden, basically. So as soon as you arrive, you have a map of where to go. There's balloons, some advertisements, newsstands. Um, we have souvenir shop here. Um, Behind a toilet as well, both sides. So again, really as realistic as possible. And when you arrive here, if you go left and right, there are different little gardens. But the main attraction to this area is this. You move through the park where you pass. Can we jump? How is this jetpack thing going? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, this jumping works too. So here I incorporated a museum with a few nice, yeah, like dinosaur bones, some Egyptian statues. Uh, yeah, I quite like Egypt and ancient anything historical basically. So here I put myself a few ornaments, some relics of the past, some paintings, murals. Um, yeah, so a little And maybe this is also nice. This museum got from the artisans area their own private entrance. So we came through the botanical garden entrance, but here, oh, on the river that runs in the ocean, we have also an entrance for the museum. Okay, but I'm getting stuck everywhere here. Sorry for that. So let's continue. And people are so excited to see this Egypt stuff. Look at this kid. And let's go on. So yeah, we have these items, altar for the sacrifices, and a lot of benches everywhere. Let's go back to the main street. And here we are arriving at, so notice in the distance all this green all around, open fields, places to sit, places to hang out, like separate parks, big trees, mountain views. Oh, amazing. And then we arrive here at the big area where the parties are. I'm again, but my parties. Here is where the concerts happen. The big concert area, big wide angles, lots of place for everybody to come to sit. We have a nice area with tables, restaurants, drinks, teas, fountains. Here we can enjoy a nice show. Plenty of space for more people. And we arrive at the, so this is basically a botanical garden slash museum slash event space, um, for bands, like events. um, Within in the distance the view of the iron tower, of the mountains, these big massive trees surrounding us everywhere. uh, yeah, we have some spotlights for the night view. I think I'm gonna make a separate little video to show the night view, because time is running fast. So here we have, next to the ocean, a separate pool, so people can come here and choose if they want to swim in the pool or in the ocean. And here we have a substantial beach area with all the ships moving about. I have one other player still left in the game that I keep as a, yeah, let's call it a pet. Um, so I could, yeah, I was playing against Hugo and two other like aggressive players. Um, um, yeah, the guy with his mustache and Admiral, but they kept being annoying, so I, yeah, removed them from the game. Yeah, eliminated them. Let's call it like that. And now, so all these ships you see moving about are actually my ships, or a random. Oh, look at this pigeon. So yeah, so this is the beach. Um, a big beach connected to a park, so you can listen to music while you're at the beach. You can have snacks, drinks. Oh, I'm get stuck here again somewhere. There's lifeguards. You can rent snacks. Um, yeah, it's just tropical. Look at, yeah, as you can hear, I'm quite happy with the result. Uh, nice parks. Okay, get stuck here again. I put too many ornaments, I get stuck everywhere. But yeah, there's food everywhere basically, drinks everywhere, ice creams, renting a boat. Um, and also this actually also really nice. Here you have the river meet the beach. If I get unstuck here, um, through the flower meadows, we have a bench here. Let's call this one of my favorite benches, close to the river. You're at the beach with water on both sides. There's actually one place in the world where you have, well, a place I know, Portugal, Peniche it's called, where you have two oceans like this, with the beach in the middle. A nice surfer area. So this reminds me to that, with the park and the beach together. So let's have a more high view of this area. So yeah, the massive beach basically for the city, and in the distance you see there again still the, yeah, the main things of the city. We have our high trees, the church sticking out, iron tower again. In the distance you see a train moving over a bridge. I don't know why this watercolor there looks a little bit yellowish, but hey, okay, that's maybe shine from something. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the beach slash event slash everything space. Um, uh, yeah, with big parks, with benches, really places to get lost. I put like the big trees around because at night they actually light up. So these are like little parks connected with streets. Um, is also boost, of course, my island's attractiveness level. But yeah, majestic big areas, lots of benches, little gardens. Uh, this is then the museum and this long promenade connected through this area. Um, yeah, quite happy with this. I actually made this area before the botanical garden came out, because I like gardens as well. So when I saw the botanical thing coming out, I was like, sweet. And then this green with this item I use so much, as you can see, is this, yeah, decoration, city decoration. But here we exit then the uh, botanical garden area, where next door, of course, here we have also a little church with a little square on it. But like I said, of course, it has also his own train station with a little food theater again, some advertisements, side little tables for like having a break, and some people hustling some stuff behind it apparently. I'm gonna need to notify the police. And yeah, here pizzeria, train station, toilet, and then a clay pit that I technically could still move to make the train station a little bit bigger. Um, but yeah, let's keep it like this for the moment. So let's continue. What do we have here? Okay, one of my alignments. So as you see, these big streets actually run pretty far. And yeah, a little newspaper too, of course, when you get out of the train. So let's continue. I'm gonna try to not forget any area of the city. So here we come to this river. Like I said, I wanted to have a lot of bridges. It's, yeah, I quite like it. Maybe a bit overkill, but still, that was the goal, so let's keep it like this. And yeah, the post coming and going. There's quite a lot of balloons actually. So here we get to the little school area. So the school has a little park with some apple trees and a few swings in it. And this is the public playground, where next to a school also, but is the, yeah, the public playground where the families can go. They can have a little snack. They can, here sneaky in the corner, have a little drink. And oh, I see potential to add two more items there. Okay, let's keep that in mind. I must have removed something here to make this area bigger and then forgot about it. So yeah, this will be a little work on the construction for another time. But let's continue. So this is the area where we previously visited the harbor. Let's quickly show here. Also like just the straight the warehouse with a little sighting, just because why not? And then we get back to the harbor. So let's continue this way. If we follow the train tracks that are spread out, going in every direction, we get to the a little, yeah, riverside. Um, let's go here also for a little. Oh, we're on the bridge now. Oops. Um, yeah, that was not the idea. So lost my bearings here. So here we are at the little yeah, how you call it, a little bar slash fun fair area of the river, a little park where people can come and hang out, enjoy the view. Let's try to get this view again. Okay, now we're in business. So let's try to go in here, and yeah, we have this little fun fair, little hangout place on the river to grab a drink and enjoy also the view of the river with the bridges, the mountains in the distance, iron tower there sticking out over the horizon, and yeah, where all the distinguished people come and have a drink, and the kids can play as well, of course. So next to this area there is of course another train station, a pretty bigger one, because it's again next to a big area where of course they need a ticket too if you go on the train. So you need to buy a ticket, a pastry shop to get your bread in the morning, and a croissant, and yeah, nice goodish stuff, pizzas of course too, and you need a drink with that as well. Some light posts, um, yeah, like a general buzzing city. Oh, so here we were with the outhouse for the, yeah, king. This is next to, here we were, yes. So this is basically, if you look at from above, this train station services this group of people. This one takes that area. This of course also does this. There's little ones here, a little one there where these people can get a train. There's another one here to do this. So basically I put train station for these people, trains everywhere, wherever people would need one. There's a little stop off this way. Of course, when you come here, you can go here. There's a big one for all these people here. Again here. So it's a full train network, and my yeah, design. And here you also see the nice color difference. So we got a green here, the blue on this area, and then a little bit of red over here. It's actually not separated by a river. This little piece is separated by the river, but yeah, so we got a big, quite substantial, yeah, this can go, city here. And so we were ended up at this place. And yeah, so this is basically a big overview of my city, all centered cut in the river city. I call it Green Hills because lots of trees, lots of green. You got this green artery basically running all the way greenish through the city. I could maybe make this a bit more green, but still, compared to a lot of other cities, every street, every house has a view on a tree. Um, Water everywhere. There's bars everywhere, restaurants everywhere. Uh, yeah, I did. Yeah, a nice old world capital, um, designed over, like I said, a very long time now. And I call it my little side city to my big capital that I will show and later in my episodes. The next episode will be one of my islands where a lot of stuff get produced, and I also did some beauty building on my production islands. But this is for an other episode. Thank you for watching. I will do a nighttime short video series from this island as well. And if you have any questions or requests about yeah, anything, let me know. Um, so enjoy the rest of your day and see you in the next video.